Hello, I'm Arthur Diniz, and this is Carbon2Capital. First, I want you to meet Akmal. He's a father, a commuter, and a shawarma lover. Last year, floods in Pakistan destroyed his cousin's home, so for him, climate change isn't just a news headline, it's personal. So he takes the bus to work, he avoids single use plastic, he does everything he can for the planet. But at lunch, Akmal unknowingly just cancels out all of his efforts. Why? His favorite beef shawarma. It has the same carbon footprint as driving to work instead of taking the bus. As the day gets busy, he forgets. And later, he just grabs a taxi home. So he wants to live sustainably, but the impact of his everyday choices is invisible. That night, he calls his cousin and guilt sets in. He thinks about offsetting his emissions, but where does the money go? What does offsetting even mean? How much should he pay? That's all so uncertain, so he just puts his hard earned money back in his pocket and goes to bed, wondering what kind of world will his daughter inherit. Akmal is not alone. 90% of people in the UAE want to live sustainably, and 51% of them expect their banks to help. But banks don't have the tools to provide this information. For Akmal, sustainability feels like just another number on a screen, and that's if he can even find this number. At Carbon2Capital, we make sustainability personal, relatable, and actionable. Now imagine if Akmal opened his banking app and sees the carbon footprint of every purchase. Suddenly, he understands his impact. But we take it further. Numbers alone don't change behavior, context does. Our AI translates emissions into real world analogies. So your shawarma footprint, that's the same as driving 16 kilometers. Now, when Akmal orders lunch, he remembers. And we make action easy. Instead of just vague advice, we give personalized, practical recommendations. If Akmal eats beef shawarma daily, our AI model would tell him, hey, maybe consider swapping it for chicken twice a month. You save as much carbon as planting two trees for your daughter. Now, sustainability is not a sacrifice anymore. It's a choice with meaning. But what about emissions that he can't avoid? We offer something better than donations for that. Investment in green startups. So instead of just giving money away, Akmal can invest in real impact. From electric taxis in Pakistan to sustainable housing in Manila, he earns returns while funding the future his daughter deserves. And banks need these too. 51% of their customers expect sustainability insights. But it's beyond just the customer demand. There's also regulatory pressure, so ESG compliance is mandatory. Financial risk, high carbon lending is becoming a liability for banks, and the data gap. Banks lend billions without tracking financed emissions. With Carbon2Capital, while Akmal gets transparency, his bank gets critical carbon data, helping them to manage risk and make smarter investments. And it's not just for banks. UAE regulations now require all businesses to calculate and report their carbon footprint. We help them track, manage, and reduce emissions, turning compliance into a strategic advantage. This is not just an idea anymore. It's already happening. We are incubated by Dubai SME, funded by Sanduk Al Watan, validated by the Chief Sustainability Officer of FAB, and now we are in talks to partner with Emirates Catering and Radisson. We've built the foundation. Now we are ready to scale.